FlowMatriX. Order flow tools. NinjaTrader 8.
Hey everyone, welcome to FlowMatriX. DualBands, the indicator that turns your chart into a full trading station. Let me show you what it can do. Everything you need to trade in one click. No ChartTrader panel required. Real-time market depth with colors that speak for themselves. It's all fully customizable. And we're just getting started. Let's jump right in. To get started, click the Indicators button in the toolbar. In the Indicator list, open the FlowMatriX folder, select DualBands, and click Add. Before we hit OK, let's take a quick look at the settings. You'll see three main groups: Appearance, Bid-Ask Display, and Order Management. We'll cover each of these in detail throughout this video. For now, let's just apply the defaults and see what we get. You can see the trading panel on the right side and a new toolbar at the top of your chart window. Before we start clicking anything, let's make sure we're set up safely. Before placing any orders, there are three things you need to check every single time. First, the DualBands button in the toolbar. When it's green, trading is active, the bands are visible and ready. When it's red, the entire trading panel is hidden and nothing can happen. Think of it as your master safety switch. If you're done trading or you just want to analyze your chart, switch it off. And if you have DualBands running on multiple tabs in the same chart window, they all share the same toggle. One click controls everything. Second, check your account. Right next to the toggle, the account selector controls where your orders go. If you're testing or exploring DualBands for the first time, always select your SIM account. Every order placed through DualBands, limit, stop, market, even flatten, goes to whichever account is selected here. The account is fully synced with ChartTrader. Change it in one place, it updates in the other. Third, and this one is easy to overlook, make sure ChartTrader is set to the right mode. In NinjaTrader's toolbar, you have a ChartTrader button with three options: Off, ChartTrader, and ChartTrader Hidden. When ChartTrader is off, DualBands switches to a view-only mode. The bands and market depth are still displayed. You can use it as a pure visualization tool, but all trading actions are disabled. No orders, no flatten, no break even. This is by design. Since NinjaTrader doesn't display orders when ChartTrader is off, we don't let you trade blind. With ChartTrader enabled, the full side panel is visible alongside DualBands. It works fine, but it takes up screen space. Our recommendation is ChartTrader Hidden. In this mode, the side panel stays out of your way. DualBands replaces it, but your orders, stops, and targets are still visible on the chart. Best of both worlds. Now that we're set up safely, let's take a tour of the interface. The DualBands panel has four main zones. At the very top, you have the Market Buy and Market Sell buttons. These send market orders with a single click, no price selection needed. Just click and you're in. Below that, you have the two main bands. The left band is your buy band. Click anywhere inside it, and DualBands places a buy order at the price level where you clicked. If the price is below the current ask, it sends a limit order. If it's above, it becomes a stop order. The right band works the same way for selling. Click above the bid, limit order. Click below, stop order. Very intuitive. At the bottom, the flat zone. One click flattens your entire position on the selected account. And to the right, your quantity selector buttons. They let you quickly switch between preset contract sizes. Let's place some orders. We're on our SIM account. Trading is enabled. ChartTrader is set to hidden. We're good to go. I'm clicking in the buy band a few ticks below the market. A limit buy order appears right on the chart at that exact price level. Now if I click above the current ask, DualBands automatically sends a stop order instead. It figures out the right order type based on where you click relative to the market. Same logic on the sell side. Clicking above the bid places a sell limit order. And for instant execution, hit the Market Buy button at the top. You're filled at market price. I now have an open position visible right on the chart. One click on flat, position closed. You can choose between stop market and stop limit for your stop orders in the settings. We'll cover that later. Now that you know how to place orders, let's talk about controlling your size. By default, DualBands gives you 3 quantity buttons, 1, 2, and 4 contracts. Click a button to select it. You can see the accent border. Every order you place from now on uses this quantity. Just click to switch. Fast and simple. In the settings, you can configure up to 5 buttons with custom values. 1, 3, 5, 10. Whatever fits your trading. Let me switch to 5 buttons so you can see how it looks. The quantity is fully synced with ChartTrader. Change it there, DualBands updates instantly. If the ChartTrader quantity matches a button, that button gets selected. If it doesn't match, DualBands shows it as a separate indicator above your buttons. Now let's look at the third element in the toolbar, the ATM Strategy selector. If you use ATM strategies in NinjaTrader, this will feel very natural. When I select a template, watch what happens to the quantity buttons. They're replaced by a single indicator showing the ATM entry quantity. When you're using an ATM, the strategy controls your size, your stops, and your targets. DualBands respects that. Now when I place an order, let's do a market buy. The ATM kicks in immediately. Stops and targets are placed automatically. The ATM selection syncs both ways with ChartTrader. Change the template, edit the quantity on the fly, everything stays in sync. To go back to manual mode, set ATM to none. Your quantity buttons come right back. You've probably noticed those horizontal bars inside the band since the beginning of this video. Let me show you what they are. When Show Bid Ask is enabled, DualBands renders the order book directly inside the trading bands. The buy band shows bid levels, the sell band shows ask levels. Each bar represents a price level, and the width shows the volume at that price. You can see the volume numbers right on the bars. A quick read of where liquidity is stacked without opening a separate DOM. One thing to keep in mind, for the depth bars to appear, you need level 2 market data from your data provider. If you don't see any bars, check with your broker to make sure it's enabled. In the settings, you control how many levels are displayed. Default is 100. You can set a minimum volume filter and choose between 2 scale modes. Linear shows exact proportional volumes. Logarithmic compresses the scale so a few large orders don't crush the smaller ones visually. Now here's where it gets interesting. You can enable up to 3 custom volume levels, each with its own threshold and colors for bid and ask. Let me set level 1 at 30 contracts in yellow, level 2 at 50 in magenta, level 3 at 60 in cyan. Now you have a real-time liquidity heat map built into your trading bands. Big resting orders jump out. You can spot support and resistance based on actual depth data. You can also toggle the volume text and customize the text color to match your background. Once you have an open position, DualBands gives you 2 tools to manage it: a live P&L display and a one-click break-even function. As soon as you're in a trade, a pill-shaped indicator appears next to the flat zone, showing your unrealized profit or loss in real time. Click it to cycle through 4 modes: dollar amount, percentage, points, and ticks. The color follows your buy and sell theme, so you instantly see green or red. You'll also notice a thin progress bar on the edge of the band. It stretches from your entry price to the current price. A quick visual of how far the trade has moved. When your position is in profit and you have stop orders active, a BE button appears above the quantity area. One click and your stop moves to entry price plus an optional tick offset. The default is 1 tick of profit. Once the stop is at break even or better, the button disappears. Clean and automatic. The offset is configurable in the settings. Set it to 0 for exact entry or higher to lock in more. Now let's make DualBands yours. First, the theme. Dark, light, or gray? Pick the one that matches your chart background. Button size scales everything at once. The flat zone, quantity buttons, market buttons, even the fonts. Go from small all the way up to XXL depending on your screen. Band size is separate, so you can have compact buttons with wide trading bands or the other way around, totally independent. Now here's a fun one. The buy and sell colors drive the entire look. Change these two colors, and everything follows. Bands, depth bars, P and L progress bar, all derived from just two base colors. Right margin lets you push the panel away from the chart edge, handy if you have other indicators or the price scale nearby. And in order management, stop order type lets you choose between stop market and stop limit. Quick recap: a buy and a sell band. One click to place a limit or stop order at any price. Market buttons for instant execution. A one-click flatten zone. Quick quantity selectors synced with ChartTrader. Full ATM Strategy support. Built-in market depth with customizable volume levels. Live P&L display. One-click break-even. A view-only mode when ChartTrader is off. And a clean, minimalist design that adapts to your theme and screen size. Everything is designed to keep your eyes on the chart and your hands on the mouse. This indicator is part of the free pack. Grab it on the Discord in the resources channel, link in the description. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe and leave a comment below. Happy trading!